Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at two action figures made by Figures Toy Company, and these were done in the sort of Mego style 8-inch format, and they are characters from the DC Comics universe. So obviously we have Wonder Woman and the Flash, and these two characters are also both members of the Justice League. So I purchased these directly from Figures Toy Company, basically ordered them from their website. And at the time when I bought these, Mego had made their comeback in 2018, but they had not yet acquired the licensing to do DC comic characters in the 8-inch format. They were doing some that were 14 inches tall, which was a scale that didn't really interest me too much. So I wasn't really too sure at that point in time whether or not they were going to be able to do 8-inch scale versions of the characters. So and these existed. They were made prior to when Mego actually made their comeback. So Figures Toy Company had these characters done in 8-inch scale, and I really liked the way that they looked. So I went ahead and ordered them. And I really like the way Figures Toy Company does the packaging and stuff. So they have this sort of clamshell design. So you can actually open the figure up, take it out, and then return it to the package, and without really having to cut the bubble or anything like that. So it's kind of a nice way to have figures so that you can kind of interact with them, but also keep them sort of mint and packaged at the same time. So I quite like that design, and I also like the way they've handled the artwork on these. This image of Wonder Woman on the front of this is just spectacular, and really just like their sort of handling of the packaging style. On the back, you also get a nice big picture of her and some of the other characters that exist in Wonder Woman's kind of universe. So very nice. And then you can see the date on this. This is 2017. So again, this came out 1 year prior to when Mego made their comeback in 2018. And then over here we have the Flash, and this one has the sort of retro card design, very very reminiscent of the way Mego handled stuff back in the 1970s. So you get pictures of multiple characters on the front of the card, and then on the back of the card you get more cartoon characters, depictions of them on the back of the card. You can see this one's even earlier. 2015 is the date on this one. So I do like the retro cards, but I also I'd like the really large pictures that feature just the one character on the front too. And I think just in terms of the handling of the packaging style and stuff like that, I think Figures Toy Company really kind of knocks it out of the park. But we're going to go ahead and take these out of the package because I'd like to show you what they look like and show you some of the features of them up close. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have these two figures out of the package now, and we'll start over here on Wonder Woman. And as you can see, she comes with a lasso, so just pretty much just a simple piece of cord. And overall, the cape and everything is really kind of spectacular on this. And once again, like on many of the other capes that come with Figures Toy Company figures, this is posable, has a wire in the cape, so you can actually pose it and kind of make it look like it's blowing in the wind. Pretty substantial cape, and also really like all the details on this. As you can see, there's a little white detail along the edge that has little stars on it, so that's very cool. And overall, really like the look of the uniform. I think she looks great. Her headpiece is removable, so it's just sort of held on with like a little elastic, so you can see that comes off. And then also, one thing that differentiates Figures Toy Company female figures from the Mego versions is they have more articulation at the neck. You can see there's actually 2 points of articulation because there's a spin at the head, but also forward and back movement as well, too, because there's actually a joint right there at the base of the neck. So you actually get, backward and forward kind of like movement there, and also side to side. So that's kind of a nice feature, and one of the reasons why I haven't upgraded any of the female figures that I've gotten from Figures Toy Company, because the Figures Toy Company version actually has better articulation than the Mego version at the neck anyway. So what I might gain in terms of maybe durability or whatever would be lost in terms of the neck movement. So yeah, I've sort of left these alone. And in terms of this one, overall the joints and everything seem pretty good. The elbows seem to move just fine. Same with the shoulders. And the waist, yeah, it seems pretty firm. So I don't think it'll be necessary to do an upgrade on this figure, probably ever. And on the boots, you can see there's kind of like soft, sort of pliable vinyl on the boots. So I'm not sure how long these will hold up over time, but overall, like the detail on them, I think the paintwork and everything looks good, and the sculpting. So yeah, pretty happy overall with the Wonder Woman figure. And I haven't even bothered to buy the Mego version that they now have of Wonder Woman, just because I'm fairly happy with this version. I may pick it up at some point, but we'll see. And then over here on the Flash, again, I have not upgraded this figure with a modern Mego body. This is the body that came with Figures from Figures Toy Company, and you can see on the back basically says Figures Toy Company, made in China. So yeah, I didn't bother to do the upgrade on this one either, mainly because I think it's actually holding up okay. I tested out the joints on it and everything, and I think it's looking just fine. So it may not be necessary to upgrade this one either. Overall, very happy with the head sculpt on this. I think it looks pretty good. It is a little loose, so if I end up doing an upgrade, it might just be to swap out the upper torso, just because, again, that attachment point at the neck seems to be a little bit of an issue on a number of these figures from Figures Toy Company. But overall, love the look of the uniform. I think it looks fantastic. All the detailing on the chest emblem, this lightning bolt accent and everything looks great. And these are pretty much the standard superhero boots. These are done in more of hard plastic, so I'm guessing over time these probably will last pretty long, because they're not done in that soft vinyl. These are actually a more firm plastic. And then on these gloves, these are done in sort of a vinyl material, so and they just slip over top of a standard hand. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll remove one of these so I can show you. So here's what the gloved hand looks like when it's removed from the figure. And I gotta tell you, it is a little bit of a struggle to get that off of there, because it fits on the hand very, very tightly. But as you can see, there's sort of just a standard style Mego hand underneath that glove. So, but I would say, it took me, I'm going to say probably about 10 minutes to get that glove off of there. So just keep that in mind, that although the gloves are removable, it is a little bit of a struggle to get them off. So just sort of keep that in mind if you intend to do any customization, if you intend to upgrade this figure. Getting the gloves on and off, is a challenge. That's pretty much all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of superhero characters in the future, think about subscribing to the channel, because I will be covering more of this stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.